she's too thin. Other snakes like your boas and your pythons and that, they get much thicker than this.
I always had a question about snakes.
Yeah?
Where's the what you call it?
They do. They've only got one hole, so the poo and everything comes out, all the liquid and the poo comes all out one place.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And they don't do it a lot because they only eat once a week.
Oh.
They're cold-blooded, so they got a very slow metabolism. So when they eat, it takes a long time to digest. Sometimes in nature, snakes go for weeks without eating because they've got to find their food. They don't get given it like over here. So what they'll do is if they find a nest of mice, they'll eat all the mice one time. And then they can go for a month, 2 months without eating. See? Now this one, she has to have a heating pad in her cage that you put underneath the carpet. Because where she comes from, it doesn't get cold like it gets over here. And they don't hibernate. Snakes that are used to our temperature, in winter time they find a place to hide and they sleep all winter. They don't even eat for 6 months. Yeah, they hibernate for 6 months, and then when it gets warmer they wake up and they come out and then they go hunting. But these guys never hibernate because where they come from it's always hot. So what you've got to do is in their tank is you've got to have a heating pad underneath the carpet, and that keeps the tank warm, and it also keeps the tank moist. You know, like if you go down to Durban, you know how much moisture is in the air, because it's always so hot there and there's a lot of water. Now they also need that in the air. So if you've got a heating pad in the cage, the water dish that they drink out of mists up the tank a lot and it keeps them moist. And they need to be moist because remember when the lady was telling you about the crab in the tank where it has to lose its skin because the skin doesn't grow with it. They're the same. When they're growing and their skin doesn't grow with them, then they shed the skin. They'll go very light color and then the skin goes dry and then it comes off. And they need moisture in the air to help them with that, otherwise it comes off in bits and pieces. Normally it comes off in one long piece. Okay, and that's it. Her name's Madam Mealy.
Is there a visible difference between the male and the female?
Yes. The male, alright. You can see where the tail starts. You see that lump? Oh, don't climb in my hair.
Yeah.
That lump over there.
Yeah.
Now you see how long and thin the tail is?
Yeah.
That's a female. The males will end about there. It's much shorter, much stumpier.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Madam. She likes to climb into tight places.
Yeah, I know.
She actually escaped yesterday. My mother left the tank open. And she went and climbed in behind some books. It took us 2 hours to find her.
Ooh. She went down the tank.
Yeah. Actually, the windows are closed, otherwise she would have gone out the windows. Yeah. We've had her for about 3 years, and what happened was, no, 4 years. A lady found her in a garden.
Is it?
Yeah. And the garden worker nearly killed it. But she stopped him and caught it, and she didn't know anything about snakes, and she brought it to us, and we knew it was a corn snake. We've seen them plenty of times before, but then she was only about that size.
Oh.
Now she's grown. She's not going to grow much bigger than this. Hey, madam. Alright, I better go and put her away.